You guys, it's Amber J. Lee, and today I'm going to talk about something that needs to be talked about, especially to benefit the community. A lot of people aren't going to like this, especially since I'm talking about your faves, but I'm going to let you know how single motherhood, baby mama culture, and these celebrities are contributing to our downfall. Now, I'm not saying that what the chef did was right at all, and I'm not defending him for the people in the back. These anti-black tweets, they're all connected, but these grown men have to get therapy.
It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates.
And I'm going to tell you how all this stuff all adds together. So recently, about a few days ago, or even yesterday, a black chef has went viral for the most disgusting anti-black tweets that he could make. Even though his audience is mostly black, he has made some nasty anti-black tweets. And his mother and his sister came to his defense, saying that they did not like his anti-black tweets. And come to find out, he was raised in a single mother household. Now, I am not saying that the mother is to blame, but what I am saying is that a lot of men who grew up with just mothers, I'm noticing that they start to have resentment towards their mothers. Me working in the mental health field, I see that as a common thing. As you can see, women like Jada or this woman right here, they do things to their sons that their sons grow up to resent them for. They become their mama's babies and they start to resent them for it. And I'm not saying that is the chef's case, but a lot of the times that is the case. I have multiple stories on how I can prove that, but I'm going to show you one that stood out to me in my personal life. And mind you, look at this woman right here with the Christ symbol on her back. This is someone's mother. Now, they're going to grow up and see this, and if they see the dysfunction that their mother puts out, they're going to resent them for it. And it happens time and time again. I know a black guy who's a business owner. His mother was a single mom. She didn't know his dad. His dad died when she was a teenager. He grew up. His mom had multiple boyfriends running in and out the house. She grew up to hate his mother and sister. Until this day, he does not date black women because of what his mother put him through. Now, I'm not saying that that's the chef's case at all before somebody goes there. I'm not taking up for these people because these people, at a certain age, you have to get therapy to let that go. But that is somewhat of a possibility. Like, as you can see in that video, right, this clip right here, this girl, she's twerking on her son. If her son grows up and this video circulates again, he's going to be like, Mom, what were you on? But first, let me tell you about my experience with a man who did not date black women. I don't know if you guys know, but I am in my early 20s. I graduate college this May. I am dating, I have no kids, and so I'm interested in stepping out there and getting to know my options in the dating world before I hit my 30s because I want to be married by then. So I met a guy. I was coming outside of a Wawa. He was coming in and he approached me and was like, hey, what's your number? Da, 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 da. I said, oh, okay, yeah, you can take it down. And about, I guess like a week later, we went on a date because one thing about me, we're going on dates. We're not going on dates. You're not texting me. And you have literally 72 hours to set up a date. That's just my motto, because that's how I rule them out. So we went on a date. The date went great. After the date was over, it was cool. A week later, we went on another date. This was like more like an adventurous thing. We went on an adventurous date. And at the end of the date, he was dropping me off. And he was like, you're the first black girl I took on a date. Now, this is after we kissed. So now I'm pissed because I don't put my black lips on yours. And now you're saying this. So mind you, he's a well-off man. He's 35. He has laundromats all throughout the city and on the outskirts. He has no kids and he's looking to get married. The same thing I am. So I'm like, well, I found me a catch. So as soon as he said that, I instantly, like, my heart dropped and I was just like, why not? But the first thing I said, I was like, have you ever slept with a black woman? And he was like, yeah. I said, so how come you never took a black woman on a date? He said, because they never asked me, so I never had to. He said, when I was sleeping with black women, it was just like a smash and go type thing. So I was like, what? Mind you, I done been to this man's penthouse. We done had wine nights. Like, this man, like, we're after our adventurous date. Like, we just had the time of our life, and now you're just saying this to me. But I can tell deep down in his insides, like in his heart, he wasn't trying to offend me. Like, his face was just so serious. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, you know, I'm a black woman. He said, well, duh, I know you're a black woman. He said, but I really like you. I think you're cool. So I kind of got turned off by it. So we sat in silence and he was like, but I know why I'm like this though. Like, I know why I never took a black woman on a date. Like, I know why. And so he gets out to please to walk me to my door. So I'm still sitting in my seat. I'm like, why? So he's like, because me and my mom, he was like, my dad was selling drugs and my dad died when I was 6 years old. He got killed during a bad drug deal. And my mom and my sister used to always like date guys that I thought was like a real abusive to me. Like they were real abusive. They was always in and out of jail. Da, da, da. He said his mom and his sister. His sister is like, I think like 10 years older than him. So I was like, okay. I said, do you and your sisters have the same dad? She said no. His sister dad doesn't talk to any of them. Like never was in their lives, in his sister or his life. So he grew up with that resentment towards his mom because it was just like, Mom, why are you letting men do this to me? Why are you always sleeping in and out of sleeping with men and stuff like that? Like he grew up to hate his mom to the point where now he just does not date black women. So I'm starting to see that this is a pattern where if a single mom has done something to a son, the son will resent the mom and just hate black women in general. And I'm not saying that is the chef's case, but that's a lot of cases with black men who do not date black women. And it's like, it's a self-hating thing. And it's like, I feel like they need to get therapy. And he said himself that he needs therapy. You have to have fathers in the household so a black man can show how a black woman should be loved properly. We need to have that in the household because a black man needs to show how a black woman is loved so that black son can do the same thing. And as you can see, this black chef is dating an Asian woman or something like that now. And it's just like, it's a self-hate thing. It's a completely self-hate thing. It's because they hate their mothers. And people are right. They hate their mothers. It stems from the hatred from their mothers. That's where it stems from. Something happened in their life for them to be like, I don't want to date my race. Ew. And it's so sad. I remember this so vividly because I remember me actually being interested in him. But I can never date a man who does not date black women because I am a black woman and you won't be able to love me properly because I look like your mom. So eventually that was just going to not work. And we're going to have kids that look like you or a daughter that looks like me. And so I just couldn't do it. So to this day, we're still Facebook friends. But, you know, I cut it off that night. And he said he completely understands and that he's sorry for saying that. But I just want you guys to give a little insight that a lot of these influencers, like, I don't know if you've seen this video of Glorilla and Moneybag. These celebrities, these influencers, they promote toxic culture and they're promoting that to our youth. They are putting that on there saying that this is okay. This video is an example of the divide between the black woman and the black man. And it's just like, this has to stop. This has to stop. It has to stop somewhere. And when do we say this does not represent us? This does not represent us and this needs to stop. And this music should not sell. I feel like we as black women should not promote and listen to this type of music. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said before, I am not in any way defending this black chef, but I'm just saying that this stems from somewhere. And where do you guys think it stemmed from? It could stem from the father being absent, could stem from the mom. Let me know what you think.